Hello YouTube, this is Lightbringer again. I know, it's been forever since I've posted a video, so I thought I would show you why I haven't been posting. I have been playing Destiny off and on for the last 3 months. Now, I wanted to make this a video of like the top 10 things to love about Destiny, but every time I find something new to love, they nerf it or they remove it from the game. You know, like loot caves, or places that help you not die every 5 minutes against a boss. People like not dying, Bungie. Alright, this is also me posting. This is a very good match for me in Iron Banner, which they have again for the next 2 or 3 days. And I hate Iron Banner. I hate PvP, because after the first 4 or 5 matches, you just get tired of playing. But they have some really cool looking items. The class item is all silver and glowy and looks really cool. And yeah, I'm here for that. If you played Iron Banner before and you only got to rank 1 or 2, I have bad news for you. They have messed with your brain. They have screwed you over. Because all the things that you needed to get to rank 2 or 3, 4 now, you have to get to rank 3, 4, or 5. So if you wanted the class item, like I do, and you were only at rank 1.5 from the last time they did Iron Banner, you're gonna need a good 2.5 ranks to get, wait, have to 2, yeah, 2.5 ranks to be able to get your class item, instead of, you know, a rank and a half. But they've done that with a lot of the good stuff. If you want the really good shader, or the highest level shader, and you only had a rank and a half from the last time, you now need 3.5 ranks instead of just 3. It's ridiculous. And if you've never played before at all, you now need 5 ranks from the start. The most recent patch is one that has pretty much had Bungie shooting itself in the foot. Now, I didn't used to blame Bungie, but Bungie is the lead programmers. So every time there's a patch or a nerf, or you know, all of the guns that you actually worked for days to get, I'm looking at you, Vex Mythoclast. 5 or 6 people whine about it, they nerf it. Except, you know, the things that people have been whining about since day one, like fusion rifles being overpowered. But fine, Bungie doesn't listen about those. They listen about hand cannons, assault rifles, rocket launchers, shotguns. Every gun the average player uses has been nerfed, except for fusion rifles. And the Vex Mythoclast, because that is technically it. Whatever. It sucks. Now, I know, I preach that I don't want to use words that younger kids can't speak about, but this video may be the exception, because when the game first came out, we realized it sucked. There was no story. The gameplay is great, like, doggone it. Stupid word action.
Zone C captured.
The story is missing.
The lead.
The gameplay is okay.
Zone A. You're falling behind.
Gear, they say they've patched it. It's a lie. You don't pick up more or better gear at all. I mean, before that patch, I'd pick up maybe 1 or 2 legendary engrams a day, just playing the game normally. Now, I haven't picked up a legendary engram in 3.5 weeks.
Enemy captured Zone B.
Pretty much since the patch.
Zone C lost.
The only way you could actually farm
Zone
for
A
decent
neutralized. Enemy captured Zone C.
Was the loot cave, and
Zone
they
A
took that away
secure.
because, you know, jerks. Activision took away a lot of the main story 6 months before the game's release. But that's really the only thing I can blame them for. Because everything getting removed, that's Bungie. And that's disappointing. I was looking forward to a perfect, flawless,
Zone B
wonderful game.
neutralized.
Instead, all I got was
You captured Zone B. Zone A lost.
Was a lot of
Enemy
disappointing
captured Zone A.
patches. Recently, they gave
Zone C
you a
neutralized.
free Sparrow. Really cool, legendary Sparrow.
Zone C secure.
I am not doing that well. I need to stop talking. Now, legendaries are few and far between, so for them to give you a free legendary, that to me seems like a cop-out. The game, like, they realize that they're losing players left and right.
You're in the lead.
Fewer people are buying the game than anything. Fewer people are playing the game than they used to be.
Lost the lead.
Aw.
Heavy ammo on the way. Zone B lost. Heavy ammo available.
Alright. One of the main reasons I hate Iron Banner, other than, you know, I don't like PvP, period, is A, it gets boring.
Enemy captured Zone B. Gained the lead.
Is Iron Banner has its own set of bounties, which for those of you who don't
Zone
really
A
play,
neutralized.
bounties are like little
Zone B neutralized.
side quest
You're falling
kind of things.
behind.
While you're going about your daily
Enemy captured Zone
gameplay,
A.
if
Zone
you just
B
happen to get
secure.
like kill 10 of these special enemies or get 10 kills with melee or something in PvP, you'll be able to get a little extra XP, a little extra rank points. This is probably my worst match today. Okay, note to self, talking is bad. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold.
You're in the lead.
For those of you... The reason Iron Banner sucks, and yes, sucks is about the toughest word I'm going to be using in this video, so please don't gripe
Lost
at
the
me.
lead.
They only have 5 different bounties. 5 or 6. Problem is,
Gained the
every
lead.
single day, it's been the exact same bounties. None of them are any of the good Crucible bounties, like capture 10 of these little flags. Instead, they're kill 20 guys with melee. They're get like 20 headshots with an assault rifle.
You're falling behind.
Which, if you've been watching my gameplay, I'm using the best assault rifle in the game, and I haven't been able to get my 20
Zone B
headshots
lost.
in like a day of playing. Namely
Enemy captured
because
Zone
assault
B.
rifles are weak as crap. You can't get headshots reliably with them. And since most of the other things are like, use a heavy weapon to get headshots, get fusion rifle kills, which I refuse to use a fusion rifle ever. The gun is the cheapest kind of way to kill people in the game. All you gotta
Heavy
do really
ammo
is
inbound.
turn a corner. Where? Where was there? There was a guy right on top of me, it said.
Heavy ammo available.
No. Yesterday I nearly destroyed my controller because I was so frustrated. Namely because the PvP system is broken. And every time Bungie tries to fix it, they just make it worse. People complain that everybody's using like the same 3 weapons. Well, it's because the weapons fit most people's playstyles. If you've ever played a Modern Warfare or Call of Duty or any of those games, you're used to using a 1 to 3 burst shot rifle or a handgun. So those are the guns everyone uses.
You captured Zone B.
But on this game, every time people get kills with those, somebody whines like a little baby. And it gets nerfed. And the problem is, not that many people actually complain. But Bungie's fan service is all skewed. Wow. Like, if 100 people complain about one gun, and 1,000 people keep complaining about another gun, they'll get rid of the gun that 100 people complain about. For example, the Vex Mythoblast. I keep mentioning that. It is the hardest, rarest, most difficult weapon in the game to get, to date. After the first month of it being out, Bungie nerfed it because a lot of people complained that it was too powerful. No offense, but when 1 in a couple of thousand people has the stupid gun, chances are it's not that overpowered. It's just you're whining because you don't have one.
You captured Zone B.
Which, I get it. If somebody was able to kill me every 5 seconds with the same gun,
looks like you've misjudged
I'd be
your
a little
enemy.
sad. But I'm not going to complain because I know the gun's hard to get. Now, it's one of the weaker guns. You worked for days doing the Vault of Glass raid on hardest difficulty to get a gun, and now the gun is practically worthless. Also, Bungie, stop fixing the maps.
This battle is lost, but there
That
will be
really
others.
loud sound in the background you just heard, that was some sort of like new fangled graphic Bungie added to the Rusted Lands map. It is a hive ship coming out of nowhere, doing nothing. It's just really, really loud. I haven't upped my sound. All the gameplay is still at a normal level, but then all of a sudden you hear that gear grinding that it's almost too loud to be listening to.
Heavy ammo on the way.
But I have my sound attached to my headset, and I don't want to take a hand off my controller to keep lowering the sound every time that happens. It happens 2 or 3 times a match. So it's a pain in the butt. A lot of people are complaining, and Bungie, this needs to fix if you want to keep players. The Archon Priest is a boss map. And he's got an easier way to kill him. There is a platform where you can actually go under the platform and be able to pot shot his enemies. The problem with most of these boss maps is the bosses themselves are pretty pathetically sad. I mean, they don't do that much damage. They don't, like, insta-kill you for the most part. What they do is make you use up all your ammo to kill them. Which is bad because most of their minions are tougher to kill than the bosses are. Also, Bungie, what the heck? The Archon Priest in particular, if you do the... oh my goodness, what's it called? There's like a boss rush kind of mode that you can do. They'll keep sticking you against different bosses. If any of you have ever played that, you realize the Archon Priest is like every other boss you do. There are 6 different bosses. You will keep doing the Archon Priest over and over and over.
Control.
And Bungie, people get tired of dying against your bosses. That's why they keep trying to find ways to kill them easier.
Capture and defend, Guardians.
You keep trying to sell this BS of we want you to be able to enjoy making your own story.
Enemy captured
Well,
Zone
in
C.
my story,
Zone
I
A
don't keep dying.
secure.
In my story, the bad guy actually has to work to kill me. And Bungie keeps screwing that over. There is one boss, they keep saying, yeah, we're totally gonna nerf all the bosses, period, so that they're not such bullet
captured
sponges.
Zone B.
That's a lie. They still haven't nerfed it, and it's been 2 months. And fusion rifles. Oh my gosh. The reason everybody hates fusion rifles, Bungie, is because all you really have to do is turn a corner while holding the trigger, and people die instantly. There's no skill. It's a ranged weapon, so there's really no skill. I know people complain
Zone
the same
B
about shotguns, but with shotguns, it's about 50-50. If the guy backs up when you're shooting him, it's gonna take you too many shots, he's gonna kill you. Party member is pushing me over. Alright.
Zone
It's gonna be
C
one of those
neutralized.
maps. Screw getting thingy B because it's pretty definite. I mean, PvP I get tired of dying, that's why I don't like it. You could be the best guy there is on your team, but if the other team's just got more good people, you die over
Enemy
and over
captured
and over.
Zone C.
Me talking to you guys is actually making me way worse. Like, that map I saw you was about, not my average. My average is about middle of the map. I do about 3,000 points.
Zone
I
C
capture about
neutralized.
7 flags.
You're in the lead.
My overall kills
Zone B
to deaths
lost.
are usually
Zone
like
C captured.
a 0.7, 0.8. So, that first map, I just really wanted to remember it, because that was a really good match for me.
Zone A lost.
Map,
You
not
captured
staying
Zone
here, 'cause
B.
I don't want to keep dying over and over.
Enemy captured Zone A.
What did he use? I don't even care. Oh my gosh. That guy with the fusion rifle. You know what?
Heavy ammo on the way.
Anyway, this guy I don't want to play with ever again. And you players that like
Heavy
to
ammo
whine about guys
available.
killing you with particular weapons, all you've got to do is do this, and the guy will never be seen again. We'll say too good, because I honestly don't care. Sometimes I wonder if the game even looks at these, because I put that I really wanted to play with 2 guys in my last team, and technically I did. Both of them were on the enemy team. Guys, if I want to play with people, I don't want to, get shot by them. That wasn't the plan. Alright, YouTube. Thank you for listening to my rant. Bungie, I will keep ranting about the same stuff. If you want to call me a whiner, fine, but as long as you fix the things we're talking about. Stop nerfing everything. Especially the loot cave. That was the only way to get legendaries, and you took it away. Well, actually, Lightbringer, you can
Zone
get
A neutralized.
legendaries in other ways. No, you can't. Don't lie. You said you fixed the drop rate. You didn't. I'm not getting good stuff from anything except the Vault of Glass. And you need good gear to do the Vault of Glass.
Enemy captured
So if you
Zone
have to
A.
get good gear to get good gear, that kind of defeats the purpose.
You're
Alright,
falling
YouTube,
behind.
I'm going to let you go so I can actually get to work. Thank you for watching this video. Again, we're going to give a thank you
Gains the
to
lead.
my wife of Fealty, because she loves me, and to the Almost Nerds podcast. So, I'm actually in one of those. I didn't feel like I did that well. I didn't know what we were actually doing until I'd already volunteered to do it. Most of theirs involved like comic books and superheroes, and I was looking forward to that. And instead we were doing campfire stories and like Halloween-esque stuff, which is also really cool, but I hadn't prepped any kind of, you know, scary story because I'm not a big scary
Zone
story
A
fan.
neutralized.
So, you want to listen to me make a total fool of myself? That's the way to go. No, I am getting that headshot first, alright, YouTube. Thank you. I love you. Subscribe if you like
Enemy captured
listening to, you
Zone
know,
A.
rants, life stories, jokes, or, you know, watching videos where I totally get my butt handed to me after telling you I'm much better than this. Bye, guys. Lights out.